What up, crapsters? It's Rosemary here, aka Mrs. Major Bedhead, and welcome to Fun Video Friday. I haven't done one of these in a little while, and I figured while I'm recording for a video that's about some more serious stuff about CRPS, I figured I would just make a video that was a little more fun and entertaining, but also maybe a little bit helpful, hopefully. It's definitely been helpful for me. So, online dating. I've already made a video quite a while back about dating someone who is disabled like me in any shape or form, CRPS or otherwise, and if you want to check that out, I highly recommend that, and it'll be up there. Online dating is not something I've really gone into at all, because that is just a whole other animal that you gotta deal with as a handicapped individual. But I'm not going to talk about that part so much, the tricky parts about the disabilities parts so much, as just this is how I have navigated my online dating whenever I've done it. Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, whatever works for you guys. I think that this set of rules would not only help you go through the people and see if they might be a good match, but also help to maybe make your profile a little more appealing to people who would otherwise, if they had met you in person, absolutely be super interested. So without further ado, let me go into my top 5 list of things that I am immovable on when I have ever looked through online dating looking for online matches. Number 1, I have a absolutely zero tolerance policy for one-pic profiles. Doesn't matter if it's a totally regular looking picture, doesn't matter if it's like a professional like photo shoot photo. If I don't have any pictures to look at side by side so I kind of have an idea of what that person looks like, it's kind of surprising how much different someone can look from one picture to another. I can look at pictures of me in one way and another, and sometimes they don't even look like the same person. So having the multiple pictures to kind of go through and say, okay, this is what this person looks like, just makes it that much easier. I'm sure most people who have only one pics on their profile are just looking for the people who are swiping right without looking. I don't even understand the people that would swipe right on someone who has no profile picture. I've seen that before. Sometimes it's like either a picture of like their abs or something, no face, no nothing, or it's just a no picture, no nothing, like nothing. I don't know who swipes on either of those, but that is a deal breaker, unfortunately, even if it's a good picture, even if the guy looks really cute. Sorry, Charlie. Moving on. Number 2. This is a tip mostly for guys, but I've also seen girls do the exact same thing for their profile pics. Do your best to avoid pictures where you're wearing sunglasses or any other kinds of face covering, especially now in COVID if you're wearing a mask. Hats that cover parts of your face. If you have a picture like that and you think you just look super awesome in it and you absolutely need to put it in your profile picture, then do it, but just make sure that you have pictures on your profile that make your face very, very clear and easy to see. It's very, very hard to figure out exactly what someone looks like if you can't see their eyes, if you can't see half of their head. So unfortunately, if I see a bunch of pictures where they're they're camping or fishing and they're wearing the big aviators the entire time, it's just too much guesswork. So I don't bother. And that's why I encourage everyone to just avoid the sunglasses pictures as just a general rule, because it's a dating app and people want to see what you look like. That that's just kind of how it works, and that's pretty important if you're matching up for people for any reason, for hookups, for more than that, or whatever. So number 3, this could just be me, and so you don't have to necessarily follow this rule, but this is just a way I have navigated online dating. If all of the pictures look like they're from a professional photo shoot, that is a little sus to me. Not that that may not be that person. I mean, it may absolutely be that person, but it's very, very easy to look up photo shoot quality images of handsome guys and girls and then not have, of course, any pictures where you're just out and about in your regular life doing regular things. If they don't have any pictures of those things, hanging out with friends, being out in the world, not like just in a nice suit with the chiseled jaw. Again, this could just be me, but that's a red flag for me for catfishing and things like that. Again, it may be that person 100%. They just might be trying to put their best foot forward because those are professional photos and they look good. I don't blame them for putting them up. But if you want to put up professional pictures that you've had taken, just try and mix in some regular old pictures too, even though they might not, in your opinion, look as nice as the professional ones. It just makes people like me, at least, feel a little safer in the fact that it's the person that we're looking at and not some rando online who looked up a model and just took 5 pictures from a photo shoot and slapped them on a profile. Number 4, it's kind of a tricky situation to navigate on any kind of online dating or dating in general. Pictures of you with children. Whether the children in the pictures that you have are your children or not is not the issue. There are plenty of people who are fine dating people with kids or without kids. I've dated people with kids and without kids. But if there are people who are looking for something specific, if they're looking for people who don't want kids or don't have kids or anything like that, I would certainly be very specific in the picture. Some people say me and my nieces, typed in at the top so it's the person with their siblings' children. Or if they are their children, same thing, like me and my daughter. You can sometimes scroll through the whole profile and see like has kids or doesn't have kids or wants kids or won't have kids. But not everybody scrolls down and reads everyone's profile. A lot of people just look at the pictures. So if there's pictures of you with children and they don't want children, they may just immediately discard you as someone that they might have otherwise picked when they might have been your nieces or your cousins or whomever. So I would encourage everybody to just be very, very specific about who else is in the picture, especially when it comes to children, babies, anything like that. Just makes for better matches, I feel. And last but not least, number 5. I might get some hate for this, but the pictures of the dogs and the fish and the whatever other animals, the deers, I'm done with those. I love dogs, I love pets, I love animals, I love cats, I love seeing pictures of all of those things. But when I'm on online dating, I'm not looking to date your dog, I'm looking to date you, so I would rather see what you look like instead of what your dog looks like. So if you have a great picture of you and your dog, that's one thing, but there are some people who just post pictures of their animal or just post pictures of them, in hunting gear, all covered up, holding up a deer or a fish or something like that. And it's like, okay, you're showcasing the fish when what you should be doing is showcasing yourself. So if you have, like I said, if you have a great picture of you that you love, that's with your animal, with your dog, or with a fish you caught or something you hunted, fine. But if you have multiple pictures or pictures that have just them and not you, especially, that's a big, why? I'm sure they're just kind of looking for the aww aw factor of having cute dogs and things like that. So animal lovers, don't come in and hate me, because I promise I am one too. But online dating isn't to meet up with a dog. It's not to meet up to go fishing necessarily. Maybe it is, but it's not to meet that fish in that picture. I want to meet the person, so I want to know as much about you as I possibly can. And like I've said, the other points, that means what you look like, what you enjoy doing, and shown by your pictures. This is like a slight, add on to this. If you have pictures with like groups of people, I would recommend only doing 1 or 2 of those to start, because it's good to just have solo pictures of you for your profile. But if you're in big groups, it'd be good to kind of put a little arrow or a circle to show who you are, because you'd be surprised. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you look at a solo picture and then look over at a picture with you and 5 or 6 other guys. Sometimes, especially when it's far away, it's a little tricky to tell sometimes. So again, if you love it, put it up. Do you, boo? Would just recommend saying, yeah, no, I'm the one in the white shirt. So again, this list was not serious in any sort of medical way involving my disabilities or my chronic pain. It was really just kind of to show you how I've seen online dating, how I watch my friends do online dating, how I've done online dating myself. And since I wanted to kind of make a fun topic video, I figured this would be a fun one to do. So take from it what you will, I guess. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching this video. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a really, really awesome rest of your day. Bye.